Good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to the channel. My name's Ryan. This is Auto Detour, and today's gonna be kind of a fun day. So the tuner has sent me a new tune with different shift points for the transmission. I've just loaded it on to my SCT tuner here. So our goal with the transmission is to get it to shift not quite so much like it thinks the motor is naturally aspirated. So right now, say I'm going 35 or 40 and I step on it, it drops it all the way from third or overdrive or whatever it's in there, maybe third. It drops it all the way down to first gear. But now that I have the power to pull in second, I don't need it to quite jump down quite so far. So we're gonna play with the shift points a little bit, see if we can't get it to behave a little bit better and a little bit more like a transmission that's supposed to be behind an engine with more power. A little update on the Viper. Some of you have asked where the Viper's been. Well, the last video I made on it was it blowing smoke because of a PCV issue. The PCV valve is hollowed out. We attempted to fix that. It started leaking a bunch of oil out of the front of the motor when it was running. So basically, I'm gonna hire Eric from Racing Ram Fam to fix it for me in his new shop. And he's pretty busy with getting his house done. And I'm not in a hurry to get it done because it's winter time. Normally I'd have it out a few times here and there just to make a few fun videos like donuts and stuff like that. Once he gets his shop all done and gets all moved into his new place, then we'll hire him to fix that oil leak and just make sure everything's top notch on the Viper before we get it out and play with it some more. So let's hop in the truck and load this new tune on it. All right, so we're loading the new tune on there. It's doing all its crazy light flashing stuff here. My truck is an absolute mess. I apologize. We got Chipotle cups, we got pop cans, water bottles, junk on the floor, and the back seat's not much better. Anyway, we'll get this guy loaded on, and every time you load a new tune on, of course, you gotta go take it for a drive. Here we go, complete. Like we always do, because it's cold here, we got to go drive it a little bit before we really give it some gas. First things first, gotta drop off the red box. You. So we made it a tradition in our house to do pizza and movie night every Friday night with the kids. That's where the red box came from. It's turned out to be something really fun to do with the kids that they look forward to every week. So okay, so Casey updated the shift points here, so let's kind of see how it does just normal driving. First gear quite a bit longer. So that's definitely a lot better. So, and I'm sure you couldn't tell before, but before what it was doing is first gear for like fuel economy purposes. Before, of course, it would shift from first to second almost immediately from a stop. So I think it's like right around 10 miles an hour it'd shift from first to second. Now it's holding it a little bit longer. I would kind of equate it to if you have a car that has sport mode, similar to what the Audi had. It just holds the shifts a little bit longer. That's kind of what it feels like. So let's get it out on some back roads here, see how it handles some pulls. Let's try some downshifts here. So I'm cruising about 40. Let's slow it down to 40. I'm just gonna get on it here. So third. There, shifted to second. I mean, I didn't give it full throttle there, but I liked that it didn't try to drop all the way down to first, because obviously that's really terrible when that happens. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna do like medium throttle here, see how it handles first to second. Yeah, definitely holding that first gear a lot longer with less throttle, so definitely nice. All right, so here we're gonna try a real heavy pull. See how the shifts do. Oh man. It's only 13 degrees out. I forgot I should probably turn the wastegate down. We definitely hit boost cut there. Yeah, we peaked at 9.4 psi there. Alright, so I got the duty cycle turned down to 10%. Let's just see how it handles a downshift from 40 here. Yeah, that was nice. So normally at 40 it would have dropped all the way to first, and it kept it in second there. Not sure why we only peaked at 5.9 psi that time. So we're gonna hit it from a stop here again. We hit boost cut again, but that was at the top of second. Shifts felt good. I didn't hit rev limiter in first, which is a good thing, obviously. It's just so cold out. It's hard to keep from making too much power. Let's do a 50 roll here. 3, 2, 1. All right, and that was really good. I didn't see anything over about 12.3 AFR under full throttle there. Those higher shift points, you can definitely hear that turbo whistle a little bit longer. We just passed a cop. Nothing to see here, just an old grandpa truck surveying the farm fields. Can't find my garage door opener. Usually keep it down here. Never had this problem before, but I guess the truck's fast enough now that it launches the garage door opener out of that pocket. Oh, there it is. Gonna have to find a new place for that, I guess. Well, some people were wondering how loud the electric fans were, and they're actually really quiet. Both of them are running right now as it's cooling down. One just shut off. They're surprisingly quiet. I'm impressed. I would equate it to the Xerox machine in a copy room at the office. That's about how loud they are and kind of what they sound like. But so obviously that was a lot of fun. Now might be a good time to go through and just give everything a once over. Make sure nothing's melting. Make sure, check the oil level, check the catch can, and thought you guys might be interested to go over that with me. All right, so let's start over here on the hot side, obviously, for anything melted. So we just ran it pretty hard. You know, this is the wastegate pipe. It's not ultra hot. Like, I can touch my hand on it for like half a second there. Obviously it's really hot, but it's not as hot as the rest of the exhaust. So that's good, because that one's not ceramic coated or wrapped, obviously. The hot down pipe is ceramic coated and wrapped, as well as the up pipe for the wastegate. So the cables on the battery don't feel too particularly hot. The side of the battery is barely even warm at all, so that's promising. The oil drain looked like it might have had a little bit of oil leaking from it when we were on the dyno, but it's hard to tell if it's from the anodized red or if it's actually oil kind of in the creases there. So I haven't seen any drip down the hose, so I'm wondering if it's just shiny. So we'll keep our eye on that. Everything else is looking good up top. Let's pull the dipstick here real quick. With installing the turbo, I did switch to full synthetic engine oil. I am still running the same weight though, the 5W20. Eric tells me I should run thicker, but I don't know. That's what's in it for now, so that's what I'm going to run it with. We're down about half a quart. So we'll top that up, keep our eye on that. Looks like I got something coming out of the filter on the catch can here. You can see there's drops on top of the catch can. So my guesses are the catch can's probably close to full. Let's pull the little dipstick here. Yummy. Yeah, catch can's definitely full. So we'll add that to the to-do list. You know, I put about 500 miles on the truck so far. I've probably run about a tank and a half through it so far since the dyno and just driving around since then. Yeah, we're definitely gonna keep our eye on that oil level. Let's take a look down here. So it appears that I have melted the extension wire, or at least the sheath on the extension wire for the O2 sensor. Get some more zip ties, keep that a little bit better out of the way. Glad we caught that before it melted through to the wires themselves. So we can wrap that guy back up. Looks like it's still good. That's exactly the kind of stuff we're looking for. Not seeing anything else obvious. So now I'm curious to see what it looks like in that catch can. So let's unscrew that guy and see what it looks like in there. Let's bring this out in the daylight and see what we got. Okay. I don't know what the heck that is. Looks like Gramps brewed himself a just nasty cup of coffee here. Let's go take it inside to the sink and pour this out and kind of see what we got in there. It looks disgusting. Oh, what is that? Kind of just looks like snot. I've never had a catch can before, so I don't know if this is normal. I assumed it was going to catch oil, but apparently I've just caught liquid and a bunch of boogers. You can feel free to let me know in the comments down below if this looks normal to you or not. It's just not what I was expecting to see, I guess. Alright, so now catch can's all set. It's empty again, cleaned it all out. I may have to clean that filter because it's pretty soaked from whatever liquid it was in there. It didn't smell like gas. So, I don't know if it was just water or what. But, I'm new, like I said, I'm new to catch cans and I don't know what's going on there. I'll get that O2 wire pulled away from the exhaust so it doesn't melt it any further. Still need to work on getting a mount for this, even though it's up out of the way, not hitting anything anymore. The air filter's not rubbing on anything. And most importantly, I think we need to get some exhaust figured out. So a lot of people have mentioned putting in an electronic valve. I think if we did that and hooked it up to the stock exhaust, it would be really quiet for like daily driving and stuff. And let me know what you guys think. Obviously it'll be more weight if we leave the stock exhaust in there, but should we put in a cutoff valve or an electronic valve somewhere right in here? We'll do the 3-inch down, just kind of maybe going this way, dumping straight down. Then we could probably fit, I think the stock exhaust is like 2.5 inch. We could probably fit 2.5 inch pipe through that opening right there to meet up with the stock exhaust. So still debating on what to do there, because that is a intriguing idea. Either have it on a switch or maybe make it somehow open when you go into boost. I don't know how complicated that would be, but basically open up the valve when you want to run it hard so that we're dumping the exhaust, you know, straight out that way. And then at some point, it sounds like we're gonna have to move this O2 sensor from there so it's not reading both banks of the engine up to right in here somewhere. So I'm gonna have to get some more information on that, on exactly where to put it, and see if Eric from Racing Ram Fam can help me get that mounted there. So anyway, so far so good. Gramps is running great. I hope you guys are enjoying the content so far. Now that the shifts are pretty much figured out, it's time to go see how Gramps stacks up against a new EcoBoost with the 10-speed. I'm really interested to see how that turns out. That'll be coming up here pretty shortly in another video, so be sure you guys subscribe so you guys don't miss out on that. Hit the like button if you're enjoying these videos. I'm always open to ideas for other things that you guys want to see on the channel as well. So I read through all the comments, so be sure to leave any ideas that you have for future content down below. I'll try to include it in future videos. Don't forget to check out the new merch shelf down below. Scroll through, check out the Auto Detour merch. Email me if you want a hat. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. We'll talk to you next time.